FiFA World Cup is in full effect, and as I live in one of the host cities here in Toronto, I've indulged more than ever before. I'm a FIFA fan. I only really watch every 4 years, so I'm new to this, not true to this. But I'm new to something, and I'm not the only one. In fact, some of the die-hard fans have had something to say about this too.
World Cup hydration breaks have already been exposed, and FIFA's real motive is absolutely shameless. FIFA President Gianni Infantino claims these new 3-minute stoppages are here to protect the players and ensure the best conditions. But it took exactly one game to expose the truth. During the tournament's opening match between Mexico and South Africa, the game suddenly stopped at just 24 minutes. The problem? The temperature was only 23 degrees Celsius. That is mild. So why kill the momentum of the game? Because for those 180 seconds, fans at home weren't watching players drink water. They were forced to watch commercials for Lowe's home improvements. FIFA is forcing mandatory breaks in all 104 matches, turning the World Cup into 4 quarters of stop-start NBA basketball. Managers hate it, including USA boss Mauricio Pochettino. FIFA claims this is about player safety, but really it's just a shameless obsession with wringing a few more dollars out of a tournament they are bleeding dry.
Imagine monetizing hydration. We've really lost the plot. In this episode of the Authentic with Alicia pod, where we keep it real and rooted in purpose, we're going to discuss whether this is self-care or simply a scam. I have so much to say, but I want to keep this short and sweet today, so I only talk about 3 points. If you have anything to add, leave it down below, hit the like button, and let's go. It has been an experience to be out at these watch parties, but one thing I've noticed at every single one is that when the commercials come on, the crowd complains. I'm not going to bother calling them hydration breaks because we need to call a spade a spade. They're ad breaks. I mean, the fact alone that they call it a hydration break than just saying what it is, they really think we're Boo Boo the Fool. It really insults our intelligence. As far as I know, and as I mentioned, I'm new to this, not true to this, soccer was one of the few sacred sports that wasn't full of ads. I've been hearing a lot of people say that being bombarded by ads wasn't on their to-do list today, to the point where I've been basically using them as a walk around or go to the washroom break because it's so random to me. If it's annoying for me, someone who watches every 4 years, I can't even imagine for those who are invested year round.
What the f are these hydration breaks? How do you take the most sacred continuous game on the planet and forcefully chop it into commercial breaks just to please TV advertisers and sell sponsors? FIFA claims this is for player welfare to beat the North American heat. But here's the catch. Referees are blowing the whistle exactly 22 minutes into each half, regardless of the weather. It doesn't matter if you're playing in a climate-controlled stadium with a closed roof. The match completely freezes for 3 solid minutes. Fans are aggressively booing in the stand.
I'm not here to talk about the technicality of whether or not a hydration break is even needed. Listen, the kind of cardio they're doing, if they need it, they need it. People are saying on one side that it's 30 degrees and up and it's really hot, and other people are saying it's air conditioned over there and they're used to it. I don't know. You guys can let me know down below, but I can tell you what I sense and what I see with my even bad eye that goes to the left, trying to be irreplaceable. And it looks like capitalism at work. I've even heard someone say it's the Americanization of football. Here in the Western Hemisphere, everything is about advertising and selling dollars and slots. And another thing, as far as I know, FIFA is so strict with their branding. They put so many stipulations in place. The amount of money they make.
How much money does FIFA make off these hydration breaks? The number's actually stupid. Alrighty, so I've done the calculations. Each game has 2, so that's 8 ad slots per game. This year they've added more teams and there's also a round of 32, so there's 104 FIFA World Cup games. A few different reports out there, but some say from $200,000 to $750,000 per advert. $250,000 times 832 is $208 million.
Insane. Do they really need extra coins from all these commercials? Inquiring minds want to know.
Imagine paying $220 million to put your name on a stadium and then being told you have to cover it up. That's exactly what happened to Levi's. Their stadium in Santa Clara is hosting the 2026 World Cup, but FIFA has these strict clean stadium rules. No corporate logos that aren't official World Cup sponsors. But this turned into one of the biggest advertising wins of the whole tournament, because instead of fully hiding their logo, the cover kept its shape. No name, just the silhouette. Then Levi's leaned in. They made their censored logo their actual profile picture.
If you've watched my podcast essays before, then you know I like to take these topics and apply them to our everyday lives. Self-care is something that's supposed to supplement. It's not supposed to be a sacrifice or sabotage our lives. Just as jarring as the ad breaks are for the football fans, when you go on a trip and you come back more stressed or tired than when you went on it, that kind of defeats the purpose. The whole point of of self-care is so that you feel regenerated, revitalized, restored, recharged, ready for whatever life throws your way. It's a time you take to indulge in yourself, to get a better, deeper sense of who you are, or to come back feeling like a better version of yourself.
When did wellness become more about aesthetic than feeling? 7 years ago, I flew to Kerala, India, not for a holiday, but to heal a sporting injury using Ayurveda, a 5,000-year-old wellness science. And for 11 days, I ate bland stews, followed a rigorous sleeping schedule, and had steaming hot poultices pressed directly onto the injury. Historically, healing was not a category of aspiration or glamour. But today, wellness has moved from how we feel to how we perform. Vogue documenting celebrity tongue-scraping rituals, TikTok searches for soft living and bedrot routines are up, and why did DJ Khaled launch a gold-infused toothpaste? We're living in a moment where the traditional markers of success, the house, the financial security, the big friendship groups, they feel genuinely out of reach for Gen Z. And performative wellness is absorbing the emotional weight of every other milestone. The Strava stats posted to stories signal ambition and self-governance, while the Strawberry Marcher after Pilates says you're one of the girls. When healing can be performed by anyone at scale, status moves to rejecting optimization. It's why influencers are going viral for publicly removing their implants, and beauty campaigns are promoting visible pores and natural skin texture. The experience of genuine authenticity has become so scarce in real life that the most aspirational thing available is simply being yourself.
If self-care ever feels like something that is wearing you down or costing you, quite literally, then it's probably not self-care.
Here's 3 habits every man needs for real self-care. Number 1, take yourself out. Learn to enjoy your own company. Number 2, pour back into yourself. Just relax. Your mind works the best when you're not thinking about anything. As a man, I already know. Every day you have at least 1,000 things on your mind. Take a stroll downtown and just enjoy life. Number 3, be around your brothers. Whether it's your pops, your grandpa, the guys. Be around people that shaped you into a better man and that inspire you.
Don't let the internet make you hate what you have. Romanticizing every detail of my life because the little things matter. One thing about me, I'm going to use what I have and make it beautiful.
Best self-care practice I've implemented is making sure I meet with myself every morning for 30 to 45 minutes before checking with anyone else. I do this by journaling.
And that leads to our second point. These brands and companies will sell you benefits to make profits. How often is self-care sold to you as something that you need or a deficit that you have? I'll be the first to admit that every time I've gone to Sephora, it's to buy something because I think it'll make me feel better. My mascara will make my eyes look more open, or my curl product will make my curls pop. When we buy something, we buy it for its usability, utility, or the fact that we identify with it, or we want to buy our identity in it.
When was the last time you did absolutely nothing but I was feeling guilty about it? Yeah, I can't remember either. So my mom and I decided to spend the morning at Scandinavian Spa in Old Montreal, and honestly, it was exactly what we needed.
It becomes a slippery slope when self-care is sold to us as something that we need and we deserve, but we also have to hand over our credit card in order to obtain. Pop culture example, here we have something, a basic necessity, a human need, hydration, being sold back to us, which I consider a spit in the face because we know it's not. They take a human need and flip and twist it into something else. The same way all these designer water bottles are sold to us, or athleisure made with flimsy fabrics. When we're on our wellness journey, it's so easy to get caught up in the hype of having the thing or being in the places and spaces that signal to ourselves or the world around us that we take care of ourselves. When really it doesn't always have to be that way. Now, don't get me wrong, it does take energy, effort, and sometimes money, not always, to be able to invest in a higher sense of ourselves. But the way that companies cunningly convince us that we need this one thing to be better, or we're incomplete without this product or service, is just diabolical. That leads us to our last point. The world has a wonderful way of commodifying everything. And once you know that, you can keep your head on swivel and won't get caught slipping with some of these advertisements or the things that they tell us when they sell us something. I'm still stuck on the sheer fact that they could have simply said we're gonna have an ad break. Even if they said relax session or something to that effect. I do love the compilation of players eating. That looks good actually. The sport that brings people around the globe together the way that soccer does, there was so much more potential to use this slot instead of trying to sell.
We're into the hydration break here in the Seattle Heat, and The Americans, they're not drinking water. Those are cans of cola. Is that a cheeseburger? The Australians are just staring at them. Water bottles.
Fun facts about the new players on the field, or showcasing the city in which these games are being played. I don't know anything but these ad breaks. You can let me know if you feel the same, but when things like this happen in life, it makes me even more determined to find free and fun ways to enjoy life, especially in the summer season when all you need to do is throw on some running shoes and go out for a walk, and there's so much beauty in nature. There's so much to explore and see. And of course, if you do want to go and do something that costs a little bit, you deserve that. The way I see it, life can be long, but it can also be short, and you don't want to be in your rocking chair at 100 years old feeling like you never did enough when you can't do enough now. To wrap up this whole thing with the World Cup reminds me that self-care is not always about rest. It's sometimes about keeping the machine running. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, hit the like button, comment down below. If you want more, I do these over on Patreon. I have 4 audio podcasts as well as 1 video essay every single month. This month's theme was self-care summer, and I had so much fun talking about different ways to incorporate self-care this summer season. I have no idea what next month's topic is going to be, so if you have any suggestions for me, you can leave it down below. As always, thanks so much for spending time with me, and until next time, stay blessed, stay authentic.
One of the most important unwritten rules when watching a World Cup game, always support the team that is closest to being a third world country. That's the reality. Anyone with normality will do that. And if you support the other team, then what's even the fun in that?